This is HSK 2, lesson number 11, and we're going to see grammar point number 2, be. We have already studied be in HSK 1 in order to make comparisons. We can translate it as compare to. Here, an example from HSK 1. 我比你高. I am taller than you. In HSK 2, we have to go a step further. We're going to review how to make the negative with be. For example, 我没有你高. I am not as tall as you. And the next step that we are going to study here is the grade for be. What do I mean? Here you have an example. 他的中文比你的好一点儿. In this case, we are not just saying that his Chinese is better than yours. We are specifying that it's a little bit better than yours. Let's see some examples of this. 哥哥比姐姐高. The older brother, compared to the older sister, is tall. Here on the screen, you have the literal translation. Remember that in Chinese, many times we don't use the verb to be as much as, for example, in English or other languages. 今天比昨天热. Today, compared to yesterday, hot. The meaning is today is hotter than yesterday. 今天的西瓜比昨天便宜. Today's watermelon compared to yesterday's cheap. So the watermelon today is cheaper than yesterday. Now examples with the negative. 哥哥没有姐姐高. The older brother is not as tall as older sister. An interesting fact here, we are using 有 instead of the verb 是 in Chinese. "今天没有昨天热. Today is not as hot as yesterday. 西瓜没有苹果便宜. Watermelon is not as cheap as apples. Now we play a little bit with be, indicating the grade. For example, 西瓜比苹果贵2块钱. Here we are specifying not just that watermelon is more expensive, but watermelon compared to apples is expensive in 2 units, more expensive in 2 units. 我的学习比他好一点儿. My learning is a little bit better than his. 今天比昨天热得多. Today, compared to yesterday, much hotter. 他比我们老师小2岁. She, compared to our teacher, is 2 years younger. Let's practice a little bit. I am 2 years younger than you. 我比你小2岁. She is prettier than her mother. 她比她妈妈漂亮. You and me are just as smart. And here we introduce the use of 一样, very interesting. 我跟你一样聪明. Here we are not making a comparison of superiority, but equality. So please watch out. We don't use be in this kind of sentences. We are just using 一样 because the rate for this adjective, 聪明, is the same. Watermelons are €2 more expensive than apples. 西瓜比苹果贵2块. And now I want to analyze a little bit these two different sentences. Very similar, but with a little bit of difference between them. The first one, you are not as smart as me. 你没有我聪明. So what I'm saying here is that you don't reach my point, my rate of intelligence. But the second one, 你不比我聪明. You are not smarter than me. Maybe we are equally intelligent. But the question here is that you are not more intelligent than me. So remember that comparisons are very important in Chinese. We've been reviewing this video, comparisons from HSK 1, just using be, also the negative, and with an HSK 2 level, we need to understand how do we use these comparisons with a grade, indicating the grade of superiority of this comparison. And to finish with, we've been reviewing a little bit how to express equality, just if two people have the same grade of some adjective, okay? So I hope that now you have a little bit clearer in your mind these grammar points. Don't worry, because we'll be reviewing this also in the future in HSK 2 and also in HSK 3. By the moment, please review the examples and remember that we use be in order to make comparisons in Chinese.